ruthless on here.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
Yeah.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it.
You're like, nah, I done ran you up the wall. Now you over here beating me.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back.
Well, I did too, but like I said, you go online, and these guys on here, thank God they add you.
Another nice run by him.
Right, like they put you with the same, they put you with your level. So
where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit.
Exactly, they be whooping on me. I be getting mad.
The offense is not leaving the field.
But the best part about it is you don't quit, man. You just keep playing, learn how to win off that.
And it's
So these
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Oh, that was 4th?
The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't.
Wow, that's crazy. That's the first.
And it'll be a
That's the first time I went out on 4th. That's the first. That's the first time I went out on 4th.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice.
All right, see if you can stay in the backfield. I'm gonna
to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided
there you go.
Even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic.
You got 222. DK ain't no joke, man.
Looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here. Give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This is 2nd and 8. Rodgers gonna throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
I seen him too. I'm like, oh man, it's over.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked
got one more.
and incomplete.
Well, these guys are now
Go DK.
go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0.
Nah, go. I got you. Go DK.
It's up incomplete.
Hold on. But go in a shot. You got your play already? I would say go shotgun so I can go
The
there you go.
For them, they've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard
there you go.
And he's going to take it.
Now you got like at least 300 yards in passing.
Adam Thielen, 52 yards.
Oh, you going for the kick?
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Oh, snap. There you go. You got that. He said, make one.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and this one,
hey, man, good game.
They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance, that they're going to cherish.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, word.
Oh, I think I usually get this one. This is a 20-pound bag. Oh, wait. I never realized this kills insects. Look, it has damn near 5 full stars. And you can spread it around on your long grain rolls. That's crazy. I'm just gonna add this to the card just so I don't forget about it. It's on $15.89. I forget what I bought. I just gotta go in and see. And what's funny is this year the front lawn looks pretty good.
It does.
Like, I didn't even see any weeds out in the front lawn.
Nope.
Alright, we'll just go to Lowe's. I'm not going to get that stuff from them.
Do it.
Crazy, don't be good.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me.
Let me get ground twisted here. Do you want the little one or the big one?
Ground turkey?
Yeah, because usually if
the
we
big
get
one.
the big one, we have enough space.
Lamb, you said?
Huh?
You say who's a mess?
Breezy.
Oh.
How many spots do they have open here? They have all the spots open now. What do you think? Should I ask the kids anything or
About what?
like anything they may want, or should I just place it in?
Place it with they ain't gonna want nothing.
What are they gonna eat for lunch? Yeah. There's still some lunch meat in there. Right? And if I make like that big ziti, Callie like that. About right.
She likes it, don't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make that for them for lunch instead of dinner.
Yeah. Or what you want to do for dinner, though?
Well, me and you need to go to the wheat place.
So I'm over here to come out. And another thing is, no microphone.
Yeah, I'm up now. It's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my steak. I'm finna give it a good shot with my case. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a that band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Eagles, first down.
Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Penix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. He'll try to do nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? Through the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 34 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the foot. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Eagles 7.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Bradley Pinion set to
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Leonard Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Let's go.
On the give, here's Robinson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 21, here's second down and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hand off now to Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 101 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together to watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the
Just come outside for the night. Take your time. Get your life. Dirty The career is more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. What I'm not kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now.